So maybe also quickly for my imposter syndrome, why should you listen to me? I don't know. I hope I can share something that is valuable. I was involved in a couple of companies, Steindeal, Movu, Bexio, that were all sold to big corporations successfully. Now I'm co-CEO and co-founder of Holycode Group, which has around 400 employees currently and is bootstrapped. I've done a lot of startup investments as well, but that's probably the thing I'm worst at. I'm not a good investor. I tend to pick the wrong investments somehow. So yeah, probably better to stick to the startup founder side. But I think I've seen a fair share of what to do, what not to do, and I've probably done a lot of mistakes also myself. So hopefully I can share something that is valuable to you from that side. So to start from scratch, what is product market fit? Why does it even matter? Product market fit usually is being described as these two things, product and market. That's why they call it product market fit. But what I think is always missed is the price part. Because as long as nobody's willing to pay the right amount for your product, you don't really have product market fit. Also, a lot of the times startups tend to undersell or undervalue themselves on the price part quite strongly. So I think this is a third component that is super important to consider when we look at it now. What does it look like? So product market fit can have various forms and shapes. It can look very differently depending on your scenario, your company, etc. But there's some underlyings that are usually the same thing, right? So product market fit is the time in the startup growth stage where you can see that actually your growth is starting to take off. Your valuation or the value you create for the clients, for your partners, starting to take off. That's really once you hit product market fit. But that's very difficult because you can only see it in hindsight. You know, whether you've hit it or not. You see that it's starting to increase, so that's good. But you can't really on this number say, or on this way of looking at it, you cannot really say, am I at product market fit already? You can only say, yes, we are since a couple of months, right? So there are other ways that you can look at it. For example, user engagement is one way, right? So on the left side here, you have a company with linear user growth, but the user engagement over time is actually more exponential in the way that it looks. On the right side, you have user engagement as well, user growth linear, but the user engagement is actually dipping off over time, let's say 2, 3, 4 months, right? So the company on the left side obviously has product market fit, while the company on the right side does not. And I think that's the important part to look at. The user growth is linear. So if you look at the user growth, this company is actually doing quite okay. But based on the user engagement, they have not hit product market fit because the users start dropping off at a certain point in their engagement. So you won't keep them in for the longer term. There's another way that you can look at this, which is probably showing you this more clearly, and that's retention rates. What does that mean? So you can have two companies. Let's say this one here being me, and this one here being a competitor that I meet once a month for a beer because we're somewhat friends, you know. And now let's say this is 12 months. Okay. So we both start with 100 clients in month 1. We meet for a beer after month 1, and I say, look, I still have 90 of those clients, and he only has, I don't know, 80 left. And then after month 2, I still have 80 clients, and he has only 60 left or so. So he will start wondering, what am I doing wrong? What's happening to me here? Why is this other guy so much more successful than me? And I'll be feeling really great about it because my company is growing and everything's fine. But over time, this will start turning because here he figured out a sector or a segment of the market that is really sticky. They really like his product. They really stick to it. So the curve flattens. And after a year, here somewhere, when we meet again, he'll be at, I don't know, 1,100 clients and I'll be at 600 clients, right? So that's the thing with product market fit. You need to really look at the right numbers and you need to look at them over time. So the most important thing here is you need a retention curve that flattens, which means a certain segment of users that you're just not losing. They stick to you for the long term. That means in this segment, you found product market fit. And it's better to have one such sticky segment than 4 of these that you can add on top and it just keeps dropping because it's just going to prolong the point of failure, basically. Now, this is a static way of looking at it. Obviously, both companies will work hard on retaining those people, changing the product. So maybe this one, if here we also start hitting product market fit, flattens the curve earlier, and we stick to a higher level. But yeah, in general, you just need to have a flat retention curve at some point, meaning sticky customers. That's really super, super important. So to summarize those points quickly, you need to have a significant top line growth, or engagement growth, meaningful usage, and then flat retention curves. If you reach that, so you have good growth, people are interacting with whatever it is you build, and the retention is stable, you have hit product market fit. That's the theory, relatively easy. Okay.